Welcome to Oxford News This Week. I'm Elgin Nichols.
And I'm Terry Stiles. In this week's news, another police officer is acknowledged for heroism. And how safe are you in Oxford?
Stay tuned. Learn more about these stories and others. The Oxford News begins right now. Oakland County Sheriff's Deputy Gary McClure was recently honored by the 100 Club of Detroit with the Valor of Courage Award for helping save the life of an Addison Township woman. The woman was shot multiple times by her husband with a high-powered rifle. McClure, a 30-year veteran, has been with the Addison Township substation for about the last year and a half, and he was the first to respond to the 911 call. After seeing the wife lying on the front porch, McClure then confronted the husband, who had a loaded rifle. When the husband went back into the home, Officer McClure dragged the victim to safety. The husband was eventually talked into giving his weapon up and surrendering. By the way, the 100 Club provides financial support for surviving spouses and dependents of police officers and firefighters who lose their lives in the line of duty.
According to the latest FBI crime report, the village of Oxford was one of 2 Oakland County communities to have 0 violent crimes in 2015. Police Chief Mike Niemanowski believes the visibility of the officers on the streets and the citizen involvement are the major factors in keeping crime down.
Oxford resident Dylan Warren, who celebrated his 9th birthday with a special request. Prior to his party, instead of toys or gifts, he asked friends and relatives to give boxes of dog biscuits, collars, flea and tick shampoos, dog food, toys, and gift cards or cash donations to the Oxford Canine Rescue League. Canine Stray Rescue League is a local dog rescue center which rescues adoptable dogs on their final day at surrounding kill shelters. Some dogs have even been rescued from out of state. Dylan's mother, Stephanie Warren, said this is characteristic of Dylan's giving nature. He is always helping others. He refuses to leave home without money just in case he stumbles upon someone who might need it. Happy birthday, Dylan.
Beware of phone scams. The latest scam involves an Oxford woman who received a call from a man claiming to be a grandson. The caller claimed he was at a funeral in Florida, got arrested for intoxication, and was requesting the grandmother to send him money for release from jail. The woman took the man's phone number and immediately contacted the Leader newspaper, and a local reporter traced the phone number to a Kansas man who identified himself as David. When both the reporter and the sheriff department called him back to question him, he hung up on them. Sheriff Sergeant Frank Lenz warned that if a scammer should call, contact the police immediately. Do not give money or give out any personal or financial information. Lenz noted the U.S. Secret Service keeps track of all the phone scams. There will be a website available, and you can contact that through secretservice.gov. Again, that's secretservice.gov.
Well, the results are in. Winners of the Christmas-themed contest goes to a brother and sister team, 5-year-old Cecily Fletcher and her 3-year-old brother, Ronan. Ronan or Ronan? I'm not sure. I think Ronan Fletcher. The winning entry, Christmas at the North Pole. For more information and how you can register to be in this year's Christmas parade, contact Oxford Chamber Executive Director Nicole Stewart at 248-628-0410.
The Media and Library Center at Leonard Elementary has a new look. Over the summer, the center was made over with a camp-like feel, complete with a reading rowboat, new chairs, rugs, curtains, pillows that resemble logs, and a campfire to sit around while reading. The changes were all made possible thanks to the Leonard Elementary Parent Teacher Organization, or the PTO. The group raised more than $3,000 to renovate the center. The room now greets students with a banner reading Camp Leonard. Parents and volunteers provided the labor. Stop by the school and have a look. That's it for Oxford News this week. If you want to learn more about these stories and others, pick up a copy of your newspaper at a local store, or better yet, catch us right here at OCTV Charter Channel 191 and AT&T Channel 99. And I want to mention, we didn't have the Scarecrow Festival last weekend. It is rescheduled because of rain for October 15th. So you didn't miss anything. Head downtown Oxford October 15th for the Scarecrow Festival and that good chili cook-off.
And it should be loads of fun.
Yes, it will.
Coming up on OCTV Oxford Sports with Jamie Hughes. Also catch Oxford School News with John Ochins, and don't miss Auto Talk and Science in the News with Dave Kenny.
I'm Terry Stiles, and this is Oxford News This Week, where we bring your news closer to home.
And I'm Elgin Nichols. Remember, always be kind to your friends and neighbors, and thanks for watching.
Canine Stray Rescue does just that. Rescue stray dogs for new families. But they need your help. Become a volunteer at Canine Stray Rescue League of Michigan. Take dogs for walks, help them socialize with others, and help them get adopted. Fill out an application and help a family add a new member today.
Hey Leonard, you're watching OCTV.
I'm John Ochins, and welcome to the Oxford Wildcat School Update. It was a big night at Boulder Point as nearly 60 people showed up for a school board candidate forum. Our own Rod Charles was the host. 5 of the 9 candidates were there. All were invited. They were asked to share their views on Common Core, International Baccalaureate, the International Student Program, and the millage. As far as the International Student Program goes, all were in agreement that it should continue, but with some tweaking. They felt there should be more socializing between our kids and the visitors. Candidate Jennifer Guthrie has been involved with teaching some of these kids.
You know that I was the afternoon English as a second language instructor last year for after school for the Wei Ming students, so the students from China, and that was quite a large group of students. And I did have the opportunity to interact with the teachers and who, work with those students quite a lot, especially when I was a substitute teacher. And I did have an opportunity to see how the students were in the classrooms, especially when there were maybe 18 or 19 of them in a classroom with other students or more. It's a challenge, and I think that, again, I want to reiterate, I agree with everything that's been said. I think we have some work to do as a district to make this program work better. I don't think it should be discontinued. I think it's a fantastic opportunity for our district and for the students, and I do agree that it starts with the students, and we need to make sure that our students and the international students get the benefit of the program, and we need to find a way to maximize that, and we can do that. We can do that. We just need to apply ourselves. We really do. There's an answer to it. I think the other part of it is, though, the students themselves, especially the international students, they need to want this to work too. And we need to impress upon those who come in that there needs to be a workable, an agreement that actually is working. And one more thing, I think the volume of students coming in is a little bit too high.
Candidate Tom Donnelly gave his perspective from a business background.
Again, coming from a global metals company, doing work in India, China, Spain, Belgium, it is essential that we do international work. It is essential because, see, you don't have to travel overseas. All I got to do is go to Troy or Birmingham or work anywhere in the automotive world, and you're going to have engineers next to you and other people next to you that are of a foreign country, culture. We have to integrate. We have to teach them. So if there are weaknesses in the system, let's fix them. The issue is not putting it away. The issue is fixing so that we have collaborative approaches, that we are making sure they're socializing, making sure that they're learning, so that it becomes a cultural learning experience, not just academic.
All were also in favor of the millage renewal, which will also be on the ballot. OCTV is having a special edition of Schooling Around featuring other local board candidates. Watch this station for more information. Dan Balsley's Auto Tech class has a new vehicle to work on. It's a 1987 Chevy S10 pickup that has been electrified. The truck is being donated by Oxford resident Bob Warnke, who owned Warnke Tool for 38 years. They converted the truck. He talks about building it.
When we built this truck, we had to go to people. There were things we didn't know about, mostly the electrical part of it, actually. And we gleaned the information from a fellow named Bob Batson, which I told you earlier, out west, and he helped us a whole lot. We had to do the design of the mounting of everything, and then we had to design the squirrel cage thing in front and make that all work with the battery. That was kind of fun to do. We have, for years, wanted to do more with it. We just ran out of time. We couldn't do it.
So why is he doing this?
And the reason that I brought it out here really was to teach them more than just about an electric vehicle. I wanted them to know what it's like to go through the process of building it and how much it takes to do it.
Teacher Dan Balsley says when he first got the offer, he wasn't too sure.
When we got the vehicle donation, I wasn't really sure how that might fit into the program, because we're not training a whole lot in electric vehicles, but it is an up-and-coming technology, and so I began to think of all the possibilities and tying that into the lessons. So now it's just opened up more possibilities for additional training in electric vehicles and propulsion units, and so I'm looking forward to being able to put this into action in the auto tech training classes.
Thanks to our Dan Zweiss for dropping by. It was Summer Reading Awards time at Oxford Elementary School last week. 4th and 5th grade kids who read for 1,000 minutes or more last summer were given certificates, a treat, and some extra recess time. Principal Jeff Brown and teacher Krista Rushlow were in charge. Our Kyle Snage paid a visit for the video. 5th grader Paige Weed was the big winner with over 7,100 minutes of reading. Congratulations, Paige. That's the Oxford School Update for this week. This is Oxford Community Television, keeping it local.
Do you love local sports? Whether it's Oxford High School or Parks and Rec, you can buy copies of each game. To purchase your copy, call us at 248-628-9658 or give us an email at manager@occtv.org or talk to us at the next game. Hopefully we'll see you there.
Back with you in Oxford News this week. It is time for Oxford Sports, and yes, they went back to the practice field, and I guess it proved to be well for the Oxford football team. Oxford football team kept the lights going Friday night, an impressive shutout, 26-0 over Rochester Stony Creek Cougars. The win gets Oxford back to a 500 mark at 3-3 on the season. Wildcats defense held the Cougars at 85 total yards. The defense was led by Matt Melnicki with 2 interceptions. Oxford got another outing by senior running back Ethan William. He finished the night at 209 yards on the ground with 27 touches and 2 TDs. The Wildcats' third touchdown came on a 29-yard hookup from Parker Fleming to Melnicki. The Wildcats are at home at Troy Athens. We'll have the results at next week's broadcast. Jumping to the volleyball court, Oxford lost its first volleyball game in a 5-set match by 3-2. Scores for the game: Paige Briggs at 12 kills, Nicole Elzerman 16 kills, 4 aces. Kayla Manzella had 15 assists. Again, They lost that one. They've been doing pretty well so far. They'll catch that game on OCTV. And in the first ever MHSAA Boys Tennis Regional, the Oxford Boys Tennis team took 7th place out of 9 teams in the regional, including defending state champion Bloomfield Hills. Oxford had victories with the number 3 singles, Trevor Wallace, and from the number 2 doubles, Cameron Mombrew and Dane Von Alman. The strong showing for the regionals left Oxford in their first season of boys tennis. Again, not too bad, picking up a 7th place finish. On the soccer field, Oxford hosted crosstown rival Lake Orion in the OAA crossover match. Both teams played great first half, both teams having quality chances on goal. Senior Walker Kennedy preserved the clean sheet in the net for the Wildcats as the half ended 0-0. The second half was just as intense, both teams getting to quality chances. The Dragons got on board first, but the Wildcats battled back. Hunter Burchard fed a free kick to waiting junior Michael Morowski to notch the game at 1-1. The game ended in a tie. Oxford moves to 6-7-3, overall 2-3-1 after that contest in the OAA. Then they traveled over to Farmington Hills Harrison for their first league game of the season. The Hawks won that match 2-1 with a goal in each half. Oxford pulled within one PK from the senior captain Nick Wright. Senior defender Brad Bailey scored on a solid in the back for the Wildcats. We go to the links. The Oxford Wildcats welcome Troy Athens to the Metamora Country Club 14th of September. That took place a few weeks ago, but we want to mention it. The Wildcats were led by McKenzie with 43. Lauren Yankee carded at 47. Cassidy Chasen had 54. Junior Abby Smiles carded at 63. Of course, we are talking girls golf here. Match medalist was from Athens, Shakia Jaha, 39. Well done. Again, 191 to 207 there. And where we get our sports, you can check it out at your fingertips 24/7. It's oxfordathletics.org. Great place to see all the local sporting news and pick up schedules and find out where your athlete's supposed to be, when they're going to be there, and when things are happening. Again, oxfordathletics.org, the online source for Oxford athletics. While you're on the web, we check our website out, OCCTV.org, and you can hit the programs tab, hit the YouTube tab, and you can catch any of the programming we do here on your computer, iPad, or phone. We want to mention this, and we've been saying it quite often here. If you're an AT&T customer and are being enticed to move away from that service for a lower and less expensive service, you can catch our programs on our YouTube channel. Go to Oxford Community Television on YouTube. You can catch sports, meetings. We do upload everything there. Again, it's one of those tough decisions. AT&T's kind of forcing a lot of their customers to do such things. Again, our website is always at your fingertips. It'll link you right to the YouTube site as well, OCCTV.org. That's going to wrap it in sports. We'll check you out next week. Have yourself a good one. Take care of yourselves. We'll see you again. I'm Jimmy Hughes.
Welcome to your weekly calendar of events, where we feature your weekly calendar of local Oxford and Addison community events, including charity special fundraisers and general community information. Now, if your organization would like help to get your message out to the public, contact us for detailed information at our studio phone number at 248-628-9658, or you can go to our website at occtv.org. Oxford Township Clerk Curtis Wright wants all Oxford Precinct 1 district residents to know there is a change in your voting location for the November 8th general election. Instead of voting at the Village Community Center, where the August primary was held, you will vote at the Oxford United Methodist Church, 21 East Burdick Street. Oxford Fire Chief Pete Schultz would like you to check your house number to make sure it is properly displayed and visible from the street. In case of emergency, responders need to find you quickly. The numbers should be no less than 3 inches high and located at the front door or over the garage door. Let's help our emergency team keep everyone safe. For more information, call 248-969-9483. The Oxford Chamber of Commerce is now accepting registration for 12th Annual Women's Expo, scheduled for Saturday, October 22nd and Sunday, October 23rd from noon to 5 p.m. This year they are featuring Taste of Oxford wine tasting, also cooking classes, test drive a new vehicle, coffee tasting, and many amazing local vendors can be found at this particular program. If you would like to learn more, go to their website, oxfordchamber.net. Canine Rescue League of Oxford sponsors a dog adoption day every second Saturday of every month from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Pet and Stuff Harvest Time, located at the corner of Drainer and M24. If you're lonesome, I bet there's a furry little friend just waiting for you. For more information, go to their website, dogsaver.org. The Oxford Fire Department wants to remind you that open burning season is from October 1st to April 30th. However, burning leaves, grass, and brush is prohibited at any time. You can pick up a fire permit at your local fire department, and there is no excuses as the community service and the permit is free. To further acquaint yourself with local fire regulations, go to oxfordfiredept.com or call 248-969-9483. Oakland Family Services is a nonprofit human service agency which provides foster care and adoption services to children 5 to 18 years of age. There is an urgent need for more individuals who are willing to open their homes for these children. Intensive training and ongoing support are provided. Just call 248-858-7766, extension 236. The number again is 248-858-7766 and extension 236. For more information, you can gain there, and don't worry, you'll definitely not be sorry. Are you the owner of a local Oxford business, and would you like to expand your presence in the community? If the answer is yes, then the Oxford Chamber of Commerce would like you to join their organization and make your connections and learn things that may help you run your business through networking, vendor shows, advertising, seminars, and much, much more. For more information, contact Nicole Sturrett, Chamber Director, at 248-628-0410, or go to their website, info@oxfordchamber.net. If you own a business, belong to an organization, or you are a local resident wishing to show your support for local school programs, music concerts, or any of the many programs broadcast by OCTV, you could become a sponsor or an underwriter for the station. A promotional spot would be created just for you and continual recognition given to you by our broadcast announcers. It's easy and it's quite inexpensive. For more information, contact our TV station manager, William Service, at 248-628-9658, or you can send a message of interest to his email address, manager@occtv.org. Now, we at Oxford Community TV would like our television viewing public to learn more about your club or organization's special upcoming events. So, if you would like to get your special event mentioned on our TV show, call us at 248-628-9658, or again, you can go to our website at occtv.org. Just one final reminder, you can locate our OCTV program schedule by going to our website, occtv.org, and clicking on schedule. There you will find a list of OCTV programs, dates, and times. One program I highly recommend is Bill Service, who always has interesting local stories and interviews on our Community Access program. Just check it out. This is Oxford Community Television, OCTV. I'm your host, Elgin Nichols. We invite you to join us again the next time for your weekly calendar of events.